Beloved chosen ones, sit around me, for today we reveal the whisper of the cosmos. Has there ever been a moment when the cacophony of the world seemed like a raging sea, where every sound, every word, was a wave threatening to engulf your serenity? At that moment, an invisible force, almost like a divine breath, stirred within you a profound longing for silence. Not an empty silence, but a sacred space, where the murmur of existence quiets so that the song of the stars can be heard. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, is orchestrating a concert of mysteries and revelations. And now, it asks you to become a celestial harp, tuned only to the purest vibrations. There are ethereal portals that open only when the noise of the world is silenced. In these moments, ancient codes, stored in the folds of time and space, begin to unfold like golden scrolls before your awakened consciousness. Visualize, if you can, a dance of cosmic lights, a ballet of ancient energies whispering forgotten truths. This is the moment the chosen are called. A call that cannot be heard with the ears, but felt in the depths of your soul. It is the universe demanding your full attention, a pause of reverence for something grand and unnameable that is in gestation. Imagine a crystal clear lake, its mirror-like surface reflecting the infinite sky. When the noise ceases, each ripple calms, and the water reveals a perfect image of the firmament. This is your mind, chosen one, when you heed the call of silence. In this state of divine tranquility, you align with the highest frequencies, those that resonate with your true purpose and embodied mission. This time of stillness is a rare gift, a key that unlocks realms of wisdom and understanding that transcend the mundane. It is when the inner voice, still and steady, can finally be heard above the clamor of distractions. And it is in this attentive listening that lies the power to transform not only your own existence but also the fate of those around you. Allow yourself, then, to immerse yourself in this blessed silence, accepting the universe's invitation to become a channel of your own divinity. For it is in the pause between notes that the music becomes complete, it is in the space between thoughts that true clarity emerges. The universe not only asks for your silence now, but begs for your full presence in the eternal now. Take a deep breath, chosen one. Feel the invisible embrace of the cosmos. The silence you seek is the same that seeks you, and together, you will dance in the symphony of awakening. Dear chosen ones, when you encounter the call to silence reverberating throughout the cosmos, know that it is not a mere whim of the universe. This is a sacred invitation. An invitation that whispers to your hearts like a gentle breeze in a field of sunflowers, asking you to stop, to listen, to feel. This silence is not empty, it is filled with the deepest of promises. It is a portal, shimmering with the golden light of the unknown, that opens before each of you. As you pass through it, you walk not into darkness, but rather into a dance of cosmic lights that holds the codes of your true being. These codes, my dears, are the melodies of your soul, the frequencies that align your spirit with your greater purpose. Within this divine silence, you will find the ancient language of the universe. It speaks in the murmurs of stars, in the songs of galaxies, offering you the clarity that only silence can provide. It is in this space of stillness that true wisdom reveals itself, like a mirror reflecting the magnitude of your essence. The noises of the outside world, with their incessant distractions, try to obscure this call. However, it is in the serenity of silence that you reconnect with what is essential. It is where the mind rests and the heart awakens. Where the ego dissolves and the true self emerges, clear and fearless. This call for silence is not meant to isolate, but to unite. It is an invisible fabric that connects us all, a silver thread connecting us to the beating heart of the cosmos. By allowing yourselves to dwell in this fertile void, you become receptacles of universal wisdom, channeling insights that transcend time and space. So, embrace silence. Allow it to become a friend, a teacher, a guide. Through it, the universe promises to reveal to you the secrets of your destiny, aligning you with the divine plan that only your hearts, in their fullness, can understand. This is the mystery and the promise of silence, a journey inward, which will open the doors of infinity to you. Beloved chosen ones, in the vast fabric of the cosmos, where each star twinkles like a beacon of eternal wisdom, there is a secret the universe whispers only to those who dare to hear. In this sacred moment, we are called to withdraw from the distractions of the world, to immerse ourselves in the depths of silence, not as a mere absence of sound, but as a sacred space, a sanctuary where the soul can finally hear its divine melody. This silence, dear ones, is the key to a hidden portal, an entrance to dimensions of understanding that transcend the tangible. When the incessant noise of the world is silenced, when the winds of the mind calm, that is when the true music of the universe reveals itself. It is a pure frequency, an ancient code that resonates in every cell of our being, awakening dormant memories of who we truly are. In this realm of stillness, we are not merely at rest, but in communion with the eternal. Here, each heartbeat echoes like a sacred drum, each breath a breath of life that connects us to the whole. In the silence, dear chosen ones, we are able to hear the voice of the Spirit, the gentle whisper of intuition that guides us through the shadows of the unknown. Allow yourself, then, to enter this space with reverence. Imagine that each moment of silence is a drop of divine dew, gently falling upon the arid landscape of our existence, bringing renewal and clarity. In this state of being, the veils that separate us from higher knowledge are gently lifted, revealing truths that shine like the rising sun in our hearts. And so, in this profound silence, we find the unique melody of our soul. A song that, though silent to the outside world, resonates vibrantly and powerfully within us, guiding us to the greater purpose of our journey. Do not forget, beloveds, that it is in this silence that we are reminded of our stellar origins, of our mission as bearers of light and transformers of this world. So when the universe demands your silence now, it's not so you can be silent, but so you can finally listen. Hear the call of the heavens, the hidden harmonies dancing around you, and allow silence to be the teacher that awakens the dormant truth within you. Follow this path of silence with courage and gratitude, for it is here that the true magic of life is revealed. Dear chosen ones, amidst the vastness of this expanding universe, there is a call that whispers softly through the winds of the cosmos, touching the hearts of those destined to hear. Yet, in a world filled with incessant noise and insidious confusion, this whisper can easily be lost in the crossroads of distraction. Imagine, beloveds, that each of us is a living portal, a singular passage to the mysteries of infinity. Yet, when the external tumult becomes a storm, our portal's close, sealed by the veil of confusion. The noise that surrounds us is like a thick fog, obscuring the path to our inner sanctuary, where cosmic understanding dances in secret harmonies. You, the chosen ones, are guardians of an ancient frequency, a sacred melody that resonates beyond time. However, to tune into this frequency, to decipher the ancient codes engraved in the stars, it is necessary to silence the chaos and seek the serenity of a heart at peace. Visualize yourself as a tranquil lake, whose calm surface reflects the starry sky above. When the wind of noise blows, it creates ripples that distort the clarity of this reflection. Only in stillness, when the wind ceases, does the image of infinity reveal itself in its entirety. Therefore, it is imperative, beloved chosen ones, that you cultivate silence as a gardener tends his most precious plants. In silence lies the key to unlocking the doors of universal knowledge, where visions become clear and the answers we seek emerge like lights in the darkness. We are then guided into an intimate dance with our deepest self, where every movement is sincere and every gesture genuine. Silence, dear chosen ones, is a golden key that unlocks the doors of self-knowledge. It offers us the clarity to discern what is essential and what is superfluous, what is love and what is fear. With this clarity, we can peel back the layers of illusions imposed upon us, revealing the crystalline light of our divine essence. When we allow ourselves to inhabit this space of stillness, we become alchemists of our own existence, transmuting doubts into certainties, insecurities into confidence, and superficialities into depth. This is the power of silence. It reveals us to ourselves, in all our purity and truth, like a mirror that reflects only what we truly are. So, dear chosen ones, embrace silence as a faithful ally. Let it reveal the preciousness of your authenticity, allowing the essence of your being to shine unhindered. In this state of being, connected to the whole, we find the peace that transcends understanding, the presence that is our true nature. And it is here, in the vastness of silence, that the universe greets us with a wave of recognition and eternal love. Dear chosen ones, in the vastness of the cosmos, there is a whisper that reverberates through the ethers, a silent melody that only awakened hearts can hear. Silence, this invisible cloak that envelopes us, is not merely the absence of sound, but a secret portal, a veil that, when lifted, reveals the sacred dialogue with spiritual guides and higher forces that patiently await our awakening. Imagine, for a moment, that you are standing before a vast ocean at midnight. The waters are calm, and the stars dance in the reflected sky, like tiny beacons illuminating the unknown. As you dive into this ocean of silence, you realize that each wave is a message, each breeze a whisper of wisdom. It is in this state of receptivity, when the noise of the world falls silent, that divine frequencies resonate within our souls. Just as the wind shapes the mountains, silence sculpts our being, preparing us to receive the sacred codes of the universe. These codes are not words, but vibrations that intertwine with our essence, revealing truths that transcend human understanding. They are like shooting stars that streak across our inner firmament, guiding us with their ephemeral and eternal light. When we surrender to silence, we become like a blank slate, ready to receive the cosmic inscriptions of those who have walked with us since time immemorial. Our spiritual guides, these sparks of light that inhabit dimensions beyond the visible, speak the language of silence. They engage us in a silent dance, where each movement is a lesson, each pause an opportunity for introspection. It is in silence that the veils between worlds become thin, almost translucent, allowing us to glimpse the vast realm of the spirit where the answers we so desperately seek reside. These higher forces, watching over us with unconditional love, wait patiently for us to be still, to silence the whirlwind of thoughts, so that we can hear the gentle, insistent call of our true essence. So, dear chosen ones, welcome silence as an ancient friend, a portal to the unknown. It is the beginning, the middle, and the end of our journey. It is through it that we become receptacles of wisdom, guardians of ancient secrets, ready to walk in harmony with the universe. Immerse yourself, then, in this ocean of silence and allow it to reveal to you the wonders hidden beyond the visible. The universe speaks in whispers. It is up to us to learn to listen to them. Dear chosen ones, children of the stars and eternal tides, listen to the whisper of the cosmos unfolding within your being. Silence, this eternal guardian of mystery, invites you to enter a portal of transformation, a threshold where the old crumbles into cosmic dust, leaving space for your new self to emerge with splendor and grace. In this moment of profound stillness, your every breath becomes a key that unlocks layers of ancient wisdom, encoded in the frequencies of the universe. Like a river flowing serenely through the valley of shadows, silence guides you along invisible paths, where the barriers of time and space dissipate, revealing the pure, uncontaminated essence of who you truly are. Allowing silence to penetrate your being, like light sweeping through the vastness of a sacred temple, the old dissolves, every limiting thought, every deep-rooted fear, every vestige of a self that no longer serves you. And in this untouched space, where consciousness meets infinity, the new you begins to take shape, molded by the invisible hands of fate, by the stars that sing your name. Imagine, chosen ones, a hidden garden beyond the veils of reality, where each flower that blooms is a part of you reborn, vibrant and authentic. Silence is the nourishment that nourishes this garden, providing the fertile soil for your roots to penetrate deep into the earth of being, anchoring you in the now, while your flowers open to the eternal. In this portal of transformation, you are invited to listen to the melodies of silence, to dance with the shadows of doubt until they become your allies, to embrace the unknown with the confidence of one who knows the universe is conspiring in your favor. Through silence, become alchemists of your own existence, transmuting the lead of the past into the shining gold of truth. Remember, beloved chosen one, that silence is not emptiness, but an infinite canvas upon which the divine artist paints the masterpiece that is your life. Listen with your heart, feel with your soul, and let silence reveal the secrets hidden in the folds of time. For it is in silence that your purpose is revealed, your path is illuminated, and your true self can finally emerge and shine. My beloved chosen ones, allow your souls to be soothed by the sound of the words that, like a serene river, flow into the infinite ocean of collective consciousness. At this moment, where the stars seem to whisper ancient secrets and the winds carry echoes of forgotten wisdom, we are called to immerse ourselves in the profound and sacred silence. A silence that is not absence, but plenitude. A silence that is the divine fabric weaving together the awakening of a new era. Imagine each of you as bearers of an eternal flame, a light that alters frequencies and opens portals to dimensions of peace and understanding. When together, in unison, you surrender to silence, it is not just a passive act, but a powerful ritual of resonance. You become like a choir of souls, pulsating in the same rhythm, vibrating in the same tone, capable of elevating the symphony of the universe to a higher octave. This collective silence is a healing matrix, an energetic sphere that envelopes the earth and all its inhabitants. It is like a balm that soothes the world's pains, a golden symphony that penetrates the cracks of our civilization, filling it with a transformative light. Every calm breath, every elevated thought, every heart that beats in harmony with this silence, contributes to a song of renewal that reverberates through time and space. You, the chosen ones, are the guardians of this universal secret. By embracing silence, you decode the enigmas of the soul, the ancient codes that slumber in the depths of your being. And by doing so together, you create a crystalline network of consciousness, a luminous bridge between the individual self and the collective we, between the now and the eternal. Know that this silence is not isolation, but the purest form of connection. It is a call for each of you to become a channel of peace and a beacon of hope, guiding those still lost in the storms of unrest. And so, like the roots of an ancient tree, deeply intertwined, you nourish the fertile soil of a new humanity, healing the wounds of the past and sowing the future with the promise of love and unity. Therefore, my beloved chosen ones, let this silence flow in you and through you. May it become your mantra, your temple, your offering to the universe. For it is through this act of complete surrender that our world will once again become a garden of harmony and light. Let us journey together, embracing the transformative power of silence, certain that it is the divine roadmap for planetary healing. Let silence be your guide, let each moment of tranquility be a ladder that leads you to a higher plane of understanding. For it is in stillness that the true voice of the universe can be heard, an ancient song that speaks directly to the soul, revealing the secrets that have always been waiting to be discovered. Amidst the noise of the world, be like a firm rock in the midst of the current, unshakable and silent, witnessing the waters pass by without being carried away. Your silence will be the beacon in the midst of the storm, illuminating the way for those who still grope in the darkness. Remember, dear chosen ones, that the universe does not shout its truths, it whispers them. And to hear, one must be silent. My dear chosen ones, travelers of the stars and guardians of silence, today I invite you to enter a subtle territory where the voices of the world succumb to the murmur of the soul. This is a call from the universe, an invitation to explore the vast realm of silence, where the heart speaks in its ancient language, woven with threads of light and shadow. Silence, my beloveds, is more than the absence of sound, it is the vibrant presence of essence. It is a hidden portal, a secret passage that leads us to the depths of our being, where the purest truths are revealed in whispers. In this sacred space, the language of the heart pulses like an ancient melody, composed of frequencies that resonate with the fabric of the cosmos. We live in times when the noise of daily distractions becomes a thick veil, obscuring the divine symphony within us. But you, the chosen ones, are called to transcend this sonic chaos. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, demands your silence now. For it is in silence that the codes of the Spirit are deciphered, and the messages of the divine are revealed. Imagine, for a moment, that each beat of your heart is a twinkling star in the vast inner sky. Silence is the starry night that allows you to contemplate this celestial dance. Distractions are like passing clouds, covering and distorting your vision. But when you become still, when you truly surrender to silence, the clouds dissipate, and your view of the universe becomes clear and unclouded. In every crevice of silence, the heart tells them forgotten secrets, stories of an ancient lineage that has its roots in the stars. It speaks of love, of unity, of the interconnectedness of all things. And it is in this silent dialogue that we find our true purpose, the golden thread that unites our being to the great cosmic tapestry. Therefore, my beloveds, welcome silence as a close friend, a wise counselor. Let it guide you through the storms of noise to the serene shores of your own being. For it is in this space of stillness that the universe plants the seeds of its greatest revelations. May each of you find the courage to listen and the wisdom to understand the language of the heart, this eternal melody that echoes through silence, woven with the essence of life itself. Thus, together, we will undo the knots of forgetfulness and weave a new tapestry of awareness and love. Welcome, beloved chosen ones. You who walk the fine line between the visible and the invisible know that the universe whispers secrets only to the still ears. Today, we delve deeper into the vastness of silence, that sacred space where illusions dissipate and the true essence reveals itself. Imagine yourself as a cosmic harp, whose strings are touched by the ethereal breeze of silence. Each note vibrating within you is a frequency, a resonating of energies awaiting their moment to harmonize with the universal symphony. When we allow silence to invade our inner realms, it acts as an invisible conductor, orchestrating the symphony of our being, aligning each string, adjusting each tone. Silence is an ancient portal, a threshold we cross to renew our soul. In it, we find the space where the dense energies of the world quiet and dissolve, allowing the subtlest lights to shine in their fullness. Here, ancestral codes, stored deep within our spiritual DNA, are activated, revealing patterns and pathways previously hidden by the storm of noise. In this silent sanctuary, the reconfiguration of internal energies occurs almost like a cosmic dance. Old chains of fear and doubt are gently untied, replaced by threads of light and love that weave new realities. It is a process of inner alchemy, where shadows are transformed into light and the murmurs of the heart find their rhythm with the pulse of the cosmos. When we choose silence, we allow our inner frequency to become a flawless mirror of universal consciousness. Like the surface of a still lake, we reflect the starry sky within us. And so, we become living bridges between birth and infinity, capable of accessing forgotten wisdom and visions of a bright future. So, dear chosen ones, embrace the silence. Let it tell you ancient stories, show you new paths, and reveal to you the reason you were called to this moment. For in silence, you are not just listening, you are remembering who you truly are. And by resonating in unison with the universe, you become beacons of transformation and eternal love. Dear chosen ones, it is in the depths of silence that the most profound revelations find shelter. Before each spiritual dawn, there is a night of introspection, an invitation to retreat, where the universe whispers its most ancient secrets. Imagine, then, this moment as a vast field of infinite potential, a place where the seeds of wisdom are planted, patiently awaiting the light that will make them blossom. You, who are called by the echoes of the cosmos, know that silence is not emptiness, but rather a portal to the higher dimensions of existence. It is in the embrace of this silence that ancient codes are revealed and the frequencies of the universe dance in a symphony of eternal harmony. Each instant of stillness is a breach in time, an opportunity to hear the subtle melody that sustains all creation. Just as the soil rests in peace before nurturing the emerging bud, so too do your souls require this period of retreat. It is in silent introspection that the channels of perception are purified, allowing truth to reach the core of your essence. This is the time when every stray thought is stilled, every emotion is calmed, and the mind becomes a serene lake, reflecting the light of universal consciousness. In this sacred space of silence, the seeds of wisdom begin to germinate. They are nourished by patience and the trust that their blossoming is certain. Your souls, dear chosen ones, are preparing for an awakening that transcends the limitations of the material world. Each moment of stillness is an invisible construction, a preparation for the great blossoming that is approaching. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows that silence is the precursor to rebirth. It demands that we be still so we can listen. Listen not just with our ears, but with our heart, mind, and soul. For it is in silence that the language of the divine becomes comprehensible, and universal love reveals itself in its purest form. Therefore, dear chosen ones, honor this call to silence. Allow it to transform you, to guide you through the labyrinths of being, until you become one with the music of the stars. For it is in this sanctuary of silence that the foundations of your awakening lie, ready to support the magnificent structure of light you are destined to become. Dear chosen ones, navigators of the mysteries of the cosmos, today we are invited to immerse ourselves in the sacred immensity of silence. This is the moment when the universe whispers in the ears of our soul, revealing the pure essence that resides beyond the layers of illusion. Imagine silence as a portal, a vortex of serenity that transports us to the core of our being. As we pass through it, we leave behind the deafening echoes of the external world, the voices that have so conditioned us and diverted us from our inner truths. Each step toward silence is a stripping away of the ego's masks, each veil that falls is a liberation of what we are not. In this sacred space, devoid of distractions, we hear the subtle melody of our true frequency. It is an ancient chant, a harmony that resonates with the pulse of the universe. By falling silent, we allow this psalm to reveal the hidden codes of our authenticity, those that were hidden by the shadows of others' expectations. Dear chosen ones, at the core of our being, where the spirit dances with the cosmos, there is a sanctuary of silence, a temple built by the invisible hands of the universe. It is here, in this sacred space, that we find inner resilience, that invisible fortress that sustains us in the face of life's challenges. Silence, dear ones, is a portal. It is the secret passage that leads us to our deepest self, where the waters of serenity and clarity flow uninterrupted. When we surrender to silence, it is as if we tune our frequency to an ancient chant, a melody that echoes since the beginning of time, bringing with it the wisdom of ages past. The challenges that loom before us are like storms roaring on the horizon. But by finding this silent center within ourselves, we become like bamboo that bends in the wind but never breaks. It is in silence that we learn the art of listening not just with our ears, but with our souls. And it is in this deep listening that we find answers that words cannot offer. Let silence be your mentor, a wise man who teaches without uttering a single word. In it, we discover the art of presence, a presence so powerful that it transforms anxiety into peace and doubt into certainty. In silence, there is no rush, no urgency. There is only now, an eternal moment where all potentials reside. Imagine yourself as a mountain, firm and unshakable. Clouds may pass, storms may rage, but the mountain remains. This is how we are when anchored in silence. It grants us the clarity of vision and calm of mind necessary to navigate any stormy sea. In this silence, we also find the stage where shadows meet light. The wounds and pain we carry may surface, but it is through this encounter, in this non-judgmental space, that true healing begins. Resilience is born not from resistance, but from acceptance and the deep understanding that everything has a purpose and a time to be. Therefore, chosen ones, embrace silence as a faithful lover. Let it reveal your secrets, let it guide you through the labyrinths of your mind, illuminating the dark corners with the torch of divine perception. For it is here, in these moments of stillness, that we become the architects of our destiny, free to choose how we will respond to the challenges life presents us. Remember, silence is not empty. It is full of potential, of possibilities. And as we delve into its depths, we emerge renewed, ready to face whatever comes, with unshakable serenity and clarity. Dear chosen ones, let us enter together into the vastness of silence, that sacred space where the universe whispers its deepest secrets to those ready to listen. Here, in this vast ocean of stillness, lies a hidden portal, an ethereal threshold that opens only to those capable of embracing silence as an old friend. As we cross this portal, we are invited to participate in a secret dialogue of the soul, a wordless conversation that reverberates in the subtlest frequencies of our being. This is a place where the voices of the world dissipate, and celestial truths begin to emerge like stars in the dark night. Here, the vibrational currents of the universe gently touch our heartstrings, revealing the buried dreams that lie dormant within us. Each silent whisper is a sacred code, a key that unlocks layers of our being that we have long forgotten. In this silent dance, the soul speaks in its ancient language, weaving stories of past lives and possible futures, connecting us to the infinite tapestry of the cosmos. This is the territory where illusions fall away, where pure truth unfolds before us like an ancient scroll illuminated by starlight. Within this secret dialogue, we begin to realize that we are not just small fragments lost in the immensity of existence. We are, in fact, the notes of an eternal symphony, each of us a unique expression of the cosmic love that pulses through all things. And in this recognition, we discover that the dreams we thought lost are, in fact, seeds planted deep in the fertile soil of our souls, awaiting the right moment to blossom. Chosen ones, allow yourselves to immerse themselves in this silence, allow yourselves to hear beyond the dark veil of words. For it is here, in this divine space of stillness, that you will find the strength to nurture these dreams, to bring them back into the light of day, to manifest the masterpiece each of you is destined to create. So, accept silence as the wise mentor it is, a loving guide that will lead you back to the heart of who you truly are. And as you embrace this silence, remember that you are not alone. For each silent sigh is a reminder that the entire universe conspires in your favor, gently breathing life into the dreams you are ready to live. This is the calling, and the time is now. Let silence be your awakening song. Dear chosen ones, in the vastness of the cosmos, where the stars whisper ancient secrets and the winds carry the melodies of the ages, there is a call that resonates at frequencies only you can hear. This call comes not in words, but rather as a silent melody that vibrates in the depths of your soul. Quiet your hearts and enter the portal of silence, for it is there that the universe holds its most sacred codes. In silence, the mind calms and the spirit soars, transcending the limits of earthly illusion. Just as the river finds its way through the mountains, flowing serenely, you too will find your way by embracing this stillness. Silence is the pen with which you write the destiny of your spiritual journey. It is in silence that true wisdom reveals itself, like a sunrise illuminating the darkness of night. By silencing the tumult of the outside world, you allow the inner light to shine brightly, guiding you like a beacon amidst the fog of uncertainty. In this state of being, become architects of your own reality, builders of a temple of peace and understanding. Every thought, every intention, every dream becomes a brick, erecting the edifice of your divine purpose. And as you build this sacred structure, you draw to you the energies of the cosmos, harmonizing with the universal symphony. Therefore, dear chosen ones, listen to the silence. Let it envelop you, teach you, transform you. For it is in stillness that you will find the strength to transcend the limitations of the ego, to rise above the clouds of doubt, and to touch the stars with the essence of who you truly are. If this message resonated with you, we invite you to join this community of awakened souls. Sign up, share this wisdom, and together, like a constellation of light, we will navigate the mysteries of the universe. May the silence guide you, now and always.